Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to fix when audio is not working with the game on your Windows computer. Now the first step is to press Windows plus G and then select the right audio device. So press Windows plus G on the keyboard. Now once you press Windows plus G, go to audio. So here you can see click on audio. If you see a audio tab, you can simply click on the audio tab. Now over here go to mix and here you can see Windows default output. Under this select your audio device. You might see multiple audio device over here. Make sure that you select the audio device which you're using. So in my case I'm using this one, and here you can see different application also over here. And if you see the game over here, then make sure it is set to the speaker, the slider is set to maximum. I'm showing you with different application, but you will see your game. If the game is running, you will see the game over here. Set it to maximum. Now go to voice. Now over here also select your audio device. So here you can see multiple. Make sure that you select your audio device over here. For default communication output also select your audio device. I'm using this one. So sometimes we have different devices selected over here. So select your audio device. And once you select your audio device, now you can launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to make sure volume is not on mute. Sometimes like we have on mute. So make a right click on the bottom right here. You can see the speaker icon. Make a right click on the speaker icon and then click on open volume mixer. And over here you will see your game. If the game is running, you will see the game over here. If the game is not running, you will not see it. But if the game is running, so launch the game. And then you can come to volume mixture over here, and then for your game make sure it is set to 100. So set the slider to 100 for your game. Now also select the right audio device in sound settings. So make a right click on the speaker icon on the bottom right and then go to sound settings, and over here also you will under choose where to play sound, you can see. So over here you might see multiple. Sometimes we have controller connected, sometimes we have any other audio device which you're not using. So select your audio device. For me this is the right one, and then make sure this is set to 100 and scroll down. For input also, if you're using microphone, in that case select your microphone over here and then the right audio device over here, and then also make sure the volume is set to 100. And then you can check the sound, launch the game and then check the sound. Next step is to restart the game and restart your computer. So if the game is running, close the game, restart the game. If that does not work, restart your computer and then check the sound. Next step is to set sound sample rate to 44,000 Hz in sound control panel. So type in control panel in Windows search box and then go to control panel. Now go to hardware and sound. Now click on sound over here. This will open sound control panel. Now over here you have to select your audio device. Make sure that you select your audio device over here and then make a right click and then go to properties. Now over here go to advanced option. Now over here select, you can try 48 or 44,000. So you can select this. For me it's you can try this 24-bit 48,000 Hz. If that, and then you hit apply and then click on OK. If that does not work, you can even try 24-bit 44,000 Hz. Hit apply, click on yes, and then you can launch the game and then check. But for me I will just keep it for 48,000 Hz. Hit apply, click on OK, and then you can launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to, now if you're playing with controller, disconnect your controller and then connect the controller, launch the game, and then once you hear the sound, now you can connect the controller. Also if you have any external devices which you're not using, so if you have multiple USB adapter dongle connected, disconnect it and then launch the game. Now the next step is to turn off spatial sound. Now for this again type in control panel in Windows search box and then go to control panel, go to hardware and sound, click on sound, and over here you have to select your speaker. Make sure that you select your speaker and then select properties, and then go to spatial sound. If this is set to Windows Sonic, you can turn it off and then click on OK, and or you can do the vice versa. If it is already set to off, then you can try Windows Sonic and then check. Now the next step is to, now if you have these applications like Oculus or voicemeeter or any other audio device, in that case you can disable it in sound control panel and disable it in the device manager. Now again type in control panel in Windows search box and then go to control panel and then go to hardware and sound and then go to sound. Now over here sometimes we have multiple audio device over here, so make sure that the speaker which you're using should have a green tick. Rest you can disable. In my case here you can see this headphone Oculus, so I will just make a right click and disable it. I'm not using it, so you can always enable. Whenever you want to enable, you can simply make a right click and enable it, but while playing the game, if you want, you can disable it. So I'm not using this headphone, I'm not using voicemeeter, so I will disable everything. So disable audio device which you're not using. Now once you disable all the audio device which you're not using, now you can launch the game, but make sure your audio device is set to default. So you can make a right click, and if the default option is highlighted, set default. Now you can do the same thing in the recording tab. So if you have any other audio device, disable it and then make sure that only the audio device which you're using has a green tick. Now for me, I don't want to use this Oculus, so I will just disable it. So disable, and then you can do the same thing in device manager. Make a right click in the start menu and then go to device manager and then expand sound, video and game controllers, and I'm using this Realtek, and rest I'm not using, so I will just make a right click and disable it. You can always enable it whenever you want. Simply make a right click and enable it. So I'm not using this Oculus, I will disable it. Disable. If you have this NVIDIA which you're not using, you can disable it, and I will disable these. I'm not using these audio devices. Make sure that you restart your computer after this. I will not restart right now. Click on yes. Once you disable it, make sure only your speaker is enabled. So in my case, it is enabled. Now you can launch the game and then check the sound. Next step is to uncheck hands-free telephony. Now for this, copy this command. This command is provided in the video description. Copy it, type in run in Windows search box and then click on run box and then paste the command over here and then click on OK. And over here you will find your speaker. So you will find a speaker over here. This is just an example. I'm selecting my speaker. So select your speaker or headphone, whatever you're using, and then go to properties. And then go to services over here. So go to the services tab. Now over here you will see hands-free telephony. So you have to uncheck this hands-free telephony and then hit apply. And then click on OK. Now you can launch the game and then check the sound. Now the next step is to install audio driver. Now first of all, try it in device manager. Make a right click on the start menu and then go to device manager. Expand sound, video and game controller. Select your audio device and then make a right click and then click on update driver and then click on browse my computer for drivers and then click on let me pick from available drivers on my computer. And then now over here you can select your audio device and then click on next, install it and then restart your computer and then check the sound. You can also do this on your system manufacturer website. So if you have Dell computer, go to Dell. If you have Lenovo, go to Dell Lenovo. So go to your system manufacturer website and select your model number and then find your audio driver and then install it from your system manufacturer website and then restart your computer and then you can check the sound. The last step is to verify the game files. To verify the game files, go to Steam On the top, click on library and then find the game in the list. Make a right click on the game and then select properties and then go to installed files tab and then click on verify integrity of game files. Once the verification is 100% complete, now you can launch the game and then check. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to fix the audio issue with the game. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.